Welcome, I'm just going to show you how to make a quick scatter graph. So the first thing we need to do is highlight our data. So I'm just going to highlight my velocity time data here. Just holding down the button as I drag. Sometimes you may select data which is not next to each other, so just hold down the control key and then you can select other columns. But we're not doing that. My data is side by side for this presentation. So I'm going to highlight my data. I'm going to insert a scatter graph. There are a few options there, so you can have it joining the lines, or not, sort of doing a bit of a smooth line and not have the dots. I'm just going to go for the straight dots. Alright, I can now pick this up and actually resize it just like I would with an image. And as you see on the side here, you're actually getting some formatting options, which I'm not really fussed about because in science we like to keep it nice and simple and plain and easy to read. Now with all charts we actually need to put in some axes, so I'm just going to go to the quick layout here. I've got a few other options I can choose and how I want it to present. Okay, so I'm just going to go with just a normal simple layout. I don't want the legend here, so I'm just going to highlight it and hit delete and it readjusts. I'm going to change this axis title here to time. And don't forget to put the units. Okay, and this one here is going to be velocity, and that's in meters per second. I can do it to the power -1, but yeah, just a bit more formatting there. So here you have a simple scatter graph or an XY graph. Now something that's also very common is to insert a line of best fit or a trend line. So highlight the points on the data there, right mouse click to bring up the submenu, and I'm going to go add trend line. Over here, now if you're using previous versions, a window will now open up. The later version you see here, it's going to be exactly the same, but it's going to be in a pop-up box, so there is similarities, you know, just Microsoft making it look a bit more whiz-bang. So I can set this intercept to be equal to 0. However, if you're examining systematic errors, you do not want to set that one there. I want to display the equation on the chart because the slope of the line is actually going to give me the rate of acceleration and also the standard deviation. So how good is my data? Okay, and you can see that quite clearly there. So I've produced a XY or a scatter graph with a trend line and display the equation and standard deviation. Okay, that is it.